Right there. Why are we here?
Exactly why we're here, to give America one last time to try to do this peacefully before something worse happens. And again, for somebody that's been in combat, that's the last thing I want to see. I don't want to see my children, my grandchildren be out fighting for our nation. But many of us will if it comes to that. But we don't want to do that. We want to see America stand up to the point that we can reverse this, that God will create some kind of a miracle that will allow us to reverse this treason, this basic tyrannical government that we have, the lawlessness that we have at the federal level. There's no one that can deny what Obama has done. When he holds up a pen and holds up a phone and demands Congress to do what he wants, I mean, it's totally flip-flopping everything that our founding fathers left us. He's the executive, they're the Congress, the legislators. He does what they pass, not what he wants to do. So we're so totally flip-flopping. The founders gave us a constitution that gave the power to the people, then the states, then the federal government. Right now, the federal government owns it all. They tell everybody what to do. So we're in a completely lawless, chaotic condition, which puts our nation in jeopardy. We're in a grave threat right now. Our whole nation, everything about us is about to implode. If Operation American Spring does not create the environment that is going to begin to move back toward constitutional restoration, I don't know if it will work. But there's many people that want to see a reversal of what's going on back to a constitution that offers us the law of the land, not the law of the pen, or the law of a incompetent legislature or a lawmaking court. I don't know. It's gone so far, and basically we the people have let it happen because it's been like a cancer. This darkness has kind of slid over us over a given period of time, and now we're at the eclipse where we're separated from the federal government. They do their thing and they just ignore us. They say we're a nuisance, we're a pest, and the people aren't going to take it. They're not going to take it. Now, they think we're going away. That's why Glenn Beck keeps hollering. We're here. We were here on Friday. We were here on Saturday. We're here today. We'll be here tomorrow. We'll be here the next day.
Is there a way to get hold of someone on the grounds here? So if somebody's driving in from out of state and they want to meet up with you, are we always going to meet right down here?
We're going to meet right here.
So we are basically
in front of the Aerospace Museum.
Okay.
That's right where we are. We're going to be here. We're going to have a prayer service here at 8 o'clock every morning. And then we're going to do our plan for the day from right here.
Okay. Yeah, so it's basically between the Washington Monument and the Capitol building, closer to the Capitol building on the, what I believe is the south side of the mall. You'll find it if you get close, that's for sure.
Yes, we're just across from the Aerospace Museum and almost within a stone's throw of the Capitol. Long stone's throw.
Yeah, I'm not even going to tell you what caliber I know would reach it, but that's another story. Mr. Colonel Riley, thank you very, very much.
Thank you, brother.
And I applaud you for your efforts.
Yeah.
As a critical thinker who has thoroughly researched our plight in America, I purposely push the reality that the voting process is corrupt, as is the media, with no rule of law given the recent scandals. So in essence, the ballot box, the soap box, and the jury box are all corrupted. In other words, the voting process, the media as watchdogs, and the courts as instruments of justice are no longer viable to a free people. This leaves us the ammo box as a traditional historical means of justice. This refers to a counter-revolution, given the Marxist fifth column has subverted our nation. I suggest you consider the viability of having an ammo box or two filled to the brim. This paradigm is not of our making, yet it is our reality. Having said that, and being focused on our plight for many years, here's what I believe we can and should do as individuals. It's a God, guns, and grub, guys and gals world. This is the new relevant 5G network. It's the method and the means. Trust God first and foremost. Call Him by His name, Jesus. First, educate others to the tyranny. It's well documented and it's conclusive. The government is no longer of, by, or for the people. They work toward a new world government, and with that will be America's demise. Now is the time to grow our base of informed American patriots through one-on-one education. Secondly, prepare wisely. An army runs on its stomach. Stock a deep pantry. Food is cheap and available today. When the crash comes, it won't be available at all, unless you get in line at a FEMA camp, in which you will be imprisoned. Garner information on nuclear survival. It's liable to be extremely important, and it's actually quite easy, presuming you act correctly and immediately. Our enemies, our foreign enemies, are highly likely to strike when we are at our weakest. Thirdly, network with the like-minded, those who have eyes to see. There is strength in numbers and an economy of scale. Communications are huge. Prepare for short and long-range communications. And finally, we all unite when the curtain of evil comes down upon us. Fight to the death, preferably theirs. To surrender is to die. Never surrender. Know that the situation across America at our deepest and darkest moments will be a product of the people who will then try to bring you under their control. Fight them. Educate others, prepare wisely, network, and unite when the day comes. And never ever surrender. If we all do this, we win in God's eyes. We will have fought the good fight against the very obvious evil that is manifest throughout the tyranny of these last days. Get ready for a great tribulation. Bible prophecy is overlapping current events, and the signs of the times are clear. Onward, Christian soldiers, boldly. Operation American Spring is not responsible for any of the content of this video.